Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another roster review. So let's start by giving a shout out to today's Holotable hero J Rose YY 2YY because one is not enough. And also let's give a shout out to their guild Rebel Force T question mark. Interesting guild name. Anyway, Rebel Force, I guess, will do. They're in Chromium 1, which might make you think that they are a, low-end account, but actually they have quite a decent account. It's just they don't pay attention, looks like, to Grand Arena too much. They're more focused on modes such as territory battles and Abu Raid, so more of a PvE focused account. That's where I will spend most of today's review anyway, talking about territory battles. So let's have a look at the roster. As mentioned, it's not like a small account, 10.5 mil GP. And just to give you some background on the information they provided, so they've been playing game for a long time, pretty much since it came out, but they have been a bit, I guess, relaxed with the mods and spend lots of early game farming characters they liked instead of chasing the meta. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You just play the game at your own pace, in your own style, whatever suits you really. You don't have to just follow what's kind of the best thing out there. Just what you enjoy, because then at the end of the day it's a game after all, so have fun with it. So now that they do kind of started having more GP, they started slowly, I guess, catching up on some of the farms they haven't done before, and they really want to focus on developing some stronger territory battles teams. As mentioned before, that's where they have the most fun, and as well in the Abu Raid. I won't focus too much on Abu Raid just because do we have like maybe 3 more months of the raid or something? I don't know. So I wouldn't spend too much time on Abu Raid, to be honest, or maybe even more. I don't know. It's just I would rather wait for the next raid to be announced before focusing too much on the raid itself. They do say they do like Grand Arena, but they get more fun out of other modes, which probably from their ranking being in Chromium 1 kind of, I guess, explains it, that Grand Arena isn't where they have the most fun at all. So let's just, I guess, go through things. I just want to start off with ships because there's a big one here. They have Executor, great. No Leviathan, because they're, I guess, kind of locked down behind the Conquest unit, Malgus and Fury Interceptor, so nothing they can do there until they get those unlocked. However, Rebels, they've got all the Rebel ships farmed up. Characters, let's go and hop over as well. They've got all the Rogue requirements as well leveled up. So let's unlock the Profundity, shall we? Because obviously in territory battles there is it on Kashyyyk or Baraka? There is actually a fleet mission that specifically requires you Profundity, and on the other one actually the Profundity is the only light-size ship that can complete that. I don't know, is it Baraka or Kashyyyk? I'm not sure. So basically, by unlocking Profundity, you will be able to as well complete 2 more fleet missions in Sector 2 and Sector 3 on the light side, which now you can't. So, with TB, where you're having most fun at all, I would definitely, try to get Profundity unlocked whenever you can. Alright, so, ships. That's really the only thing to mention to ships here. And then we'll just go through the factions in just the order I have them in, because obviously this is territory battles. We will be talking about kind of, I guess, the essential Omicrons kind of for territory battles. If you do want to have fun and you do want to build out more teams, some of these Omicrons are essential. They will really help you getting more teams with minimum investment, just using characters that you have, and then by just adding an Omicron you have a powerful team. They do have Jedi Cal, which is great, and they have 2 Omicrons but not his lead. Now I can understand that because they most likely put these Omicrons on for the Baraka mission, where we are forced to use Seer lead and you know, the Omicron on Cal's lead won't help you there, but this hands down is the best territory battle Omicrons that you can have, because it's kind of like a catch-all lead that basically you just put Cal in the lead and any units under him, light side or dark side, and they'll just smash through basically pretty much any mission. So this definitely something you can just do right now. Apply this Omicron and you will have lots of fun with it, just putting some sort of mishmash leftover relic units you have under Cal, and they'll do great work in most missions for you, either light side or mixed. Obviously can't put him on dark side because Cal is light, but you can put dark side units under his lead. So definitely I will say this is, if you're serious about territory battle Omicrons, Cal's lead is basically the first one you should apply if you do have Cal. So definitely an essential Omicron to have if you are serious about territory battles. So that's in terms of the Jedi. Then let's have a look at their resistance. They've got all of them, and now similar like there with Cal, if you do just apply Omicron on Finn's lead, then you can just put whoever resistance units under him, and they'll again smash through the most teams. Obviously you do have Finn at Relic 5, so this will have very limited use, so I would prioritize getting both Finns actually, so Finn and Hero Finn to Relic 7, and then you can just chuck in like whatever you've got left over from resistance, like you could put a Ray Jedi Training, BB-8, Ray Scavenger, so you don't have to put more relics into resistance if you don't need to, unless obviously you're using like Ray Jedi Training with droids. Then you know you can get a few more resistance units up to Relic 7, and this will give you another team that can basically clear anything on the light side and mix zone as well. Obviously if you do want to push into Sector 4, you can start pushing these guys to Relic 8 as well. They'll do well. Speaking of Relic 8s, you will definitely want to get a Ray to Relic 8 just to help you with the special mission on Castle, which we'll talk about later once we look at the plan. So definitely Ray should be probably number 1 on your list to get to Relic 8 to help you there. And then in terms of rebels, so similar like resistance, you just need one Omicron and you know suddenly your rebels can do a whole lot. So aside from Jedi Cal, Finn, also the leadership on Rolo is kind of an essential Omicron. Again, even if you push them to Relic 8, still in Sector 4, they'll be able to knock things out. So again, similar like Finns, you will want to get Leia to Relic 7 at minimum, so you can, you know, use her in first 3 sectors, light side or mixed, she'll do great. And then you just put the standard CLS squad under her, like Luke, C-3PO, Han, and both Chewies, and they'll just blitz through a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's I guess is another essential Omicron. So these 3 are kind of really, they're very good, and for the most part we have the teams relicked up already. You just, by applying an Omicron on their lead, you suddenly get a new team that can do a lot more than they couldn't do before. So definitely I would get all of these guys to Relic 7, I guess, so you can use them more if you're, you know, aiming towards Sector 4, get them to Relic 8 as well. Probably not at Sector 5 and 6 yet, so you don't have to worry about, luckily, about Relic 9 so far. So roll another one, and then I guess the final kind of, I guess, essential Omicron, so there are really 4 I think for territory battles in terms of team, is as well the Tarpals one, I think, right? He's got the territory battle Omicron. So they're Relic 5, again you will get limited use, so I would push them to Relic 7, or heck, even to Relic 8, so they can as well do lots of stuff in Sector 4 for you. Slap an Omicron Tarpals, and suddenly you can just autoplay any missions with Tarpals Omicron. So these 4 Omicrons, I would say, are the essential ones if you are serious about, you know, doing territory battles, that you are focused there. And imagine a raid, pushing these guys to Relic 8 will also boost your score also, so that will be nice as well from that point of view. So definitely having there, because you can already see they do have the raid Omicron already on Bombardier, so they were not joking when they're saying they're enjoying the Naboo raid. Since you got Gungans, let's get them to Relic 8, slap Tarpals Omicron on, and you will have lots of fun with these guys. Then looking at Galactic Republic, they don't have Queen Amidala unlocked yet, but I guess once they do, we would also want to push Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon as well as Amidala to relicate again for the Naboo raid. But also in territory battles, these three guys, just with any Galactic Republic, whatever you got left over, they as well can pretty much clear anything really. In almost in any sector you can find something they can clear. So another great team, both for territory battles and Naboo raid. And best of all, no Omicrons if you don't care about Grand Arena or territory wars. You don't need to apply any Omicrons on these guys as well. So definitely something to consider. And of course, Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon, they've got a little bit their own assault battle going on, which you can already do because you got Relic 5, but again, pushing them up to Relic 8, you'll be able to do the next tier. I think the next tier is Relic 7, so definitely I would consider it as well once you have obviously Queen Amidala unlocked. Then let's look at their Inquisitors. They've got Reva unlocked, which is great. So all of these guys at Relic 7, brilliant. So just something obviously with I guess future in mind. If you are already reaching Haven, that's the medical station, Sector 4 Dark Side, Reva does have a special mission there, and again, getting these guys to relicate will help you earn some get free currency for a guild. Now Marok, just recently I posted a video, and while I'm not gonna say this is an essential Omicron because Reva Inquisitors, they basically clear everything already, so I wouldn't say it's an essential, but oh boy, it's fun. Like the battle's over in like a minute or less, so if you want to have some fun in territory battles and you say that's where you do have fun, get this bad boy as well to Relic 7, or even Relic 8, so you can use him in Sector 4, slap an Omicron on him, and you'll have a lot of fun. The Inquisitors will just smash like everything in 30 seconds. You'll have a lot of fun. Not essential, but huge fun, I would say. And then we have Mandalorians. I think they did mention they're working on Bo-Katan unlock, which is great, obviously, because she has a special mission on Tatooine to earn there, as well some extra rewards for yourself and a guild. So definitely, yeah, you can see they have Grogu at Relic 1. I think we saw Karen back at Relic 6, right? They got Paz at Gear 13, Mando at Relic 6. So, you know, kind of, I guess, just need to push this relics up to Relic 7 and they'll be able to unlock Bo, which is great. And then the next one I want to mention is there we go. Yeah, another thing to consider, obviously territory battle in mind, is unlocking Dr. Aphra. So obviously, as you can see, Sana, BT, Hondo, as well as Trip, you know, they need some work. The reason why I'm bringing Aphra, because she has her own combat mission in Sector 1 and Sector 3. So get her to Relic 7. You don't need to get her requirements to Relic 7, because she can just take any droids and, you know, she'll be fine there, even General Grievous, Vader, whatever you've got, Kersantan or something like that. So you'll be able to complete 2 new combat missions you currently cannot, and also pushing then Hondo to Relic 6. He's got a mission of his own in Sector 2. So definitely something I would consider, obviously, if you do want to have more fun in territory battles, just build more teams out there. Up next, what I would suggest to work on is on Night Sisters. Obviously, Merrin does have a special mission. Is it in Sector 3, I believe, on Dathomir, so I would focus on that. I wouldn't bother, I guess, with the OG Night Sisters. I would just get Great Mothers, Morgan, Merrin, and I guess Death Trooper, Night Trooper as well to Relic 7, because remember, Death Trooper, Night Trooper, they also have their own assault battle with Captain Enoch. So I would also then work on Enoch, get him up and running as well, if you do want to take advantage of the assault battle. But for Night Sisters, this is the ones I would focus on, because they are the better ones. And then since if you do that, you already have Death Trooper per area, and Night Trooper at Relic 7. Then again, just might as well push Enoch as well to Relic 7, so you can do their assault battle. And then also Enoch's got a territory battle Omicron on his own as well, which is not an essential, but sometimes is a nice to have. Like, he could be a plug and play character, but mostly, unless you've got, you know, good Imperial Remnant squad around him, which I guess you could build out if you would want. Right, you would have Enoch, Death Trooper, Night Trooper, Death Trooper, and then push Gideon up. You know, if you would want to have another team for the Dark Side Zone as well, they do great there. But obviously, especially once you do unlock Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, then definitely as well Enoch will work nicely there. And then let's talk about Spectres, I guess. Well, it's not just Spectres, but that's obviously where most of the investment goes when you try to unlock Galactic Legends Ahsoka Tano. Why I suggest to go after Ahsoka, because they do have, so what, they're missing Lord Vader, they're missing Jabba, Leia, and I had a look at, you know, where they're at with the requirements, and it doesn't seem like they're closer to any particular Galactic Legend. And again, as one of my recent videos shown, Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano is an absolute beast in territory battle. She just auto-plays everything. So I would just suggest do that. Even if you don't have Ezra, I think, you know, they do great work even without Ezra. And obviously, if you don't want to make these missions even more fun, there's always the Omicron on Hu Yang that you can apply just to help out, I guess, without Ezra bit. But as I've shown you from the footage in that video, even in some of the missions without Ezra, you can still blow through the enemies very quickly. So similar, I guess, like Marok, you can just kind of smash through things very quickly. So I would focus on Ahsoka because, you know, from territory battle standpoint, the Galactic Legends they don't have yet. I just feel like Ahsoka's the better one to have to go for next. That would be my suggestions. And then finally, more kind of, you know, special missions. Let's look at their smugglers. So obviously we need to get was it Young Han to Relic 6 and Kira to Relic 6 for their mission. Or is it? No, they're Relic 5, right? So they're in Sector 1, they have a mission, yeah. So Relic 5 will be enough, but then obviously we need Kira and L3 at Relic 8 for their special mission on Cassel. So I'll definitely focus on this, just rounding up your teams around your Omicrons, get Galactic Legends Ahsoka Tano unlocked, Bo-Katan unlocked, Afra unlocked, get your Night Sisters up and running, you know, just all the special missions really that you can still complete. You know, it'll not just be fun, but also rewarding, earning some get free in the process. Okay, so how does this look like in terms of the plan and stuff? Just to kind of summarize what we already discussed going through the roster. So in terms of Omicrons, Cal should be your number one priority because his Omicron is like a catch-all leadership. You can just put anything under him. Then just round up your Rebel squad, get them to Relic 7, round up your Resistance squad, get them to Relic 7 as well. This will give you another 2 more banger Omicron teams. You've got your Relic 5 Gungans, get them to Relic 7 for territory battles, Relic 8 as well for the raid, another great team. You've got your Inquisitors that already smash everything, but Marok will just add another level of fun you will definitely enjoy, especially if you've seen my video. And then we will also want to work on, so these are kind of overall teams. Then we want to work on the special mission teams to earn some rewards as well. Again, we will need these guys. I'm not sure, is it Kira? No, Kira and Lando at Relic 6 or they're Relic 5? I don't know. I must be dreaming. Anyway, you need to get these guys relicked up, and then we have Night Sisters for the special mission Dathomir at Relic 7. And then also this will give you 2 assault battles potentially, so definitely the Night Sister one, Secrets and Shadow. And then if you do want to build Enoch as well, you'll be able to complete another assault battle with, you know, the new troopers slash night troopers, whatever. And then, you know, looking ahead towards Sector 4, we have a special mission for Inquisitors, and we have a special mission for Kira and L3 at Relic 8. That's where I mentioned you will want to get your Ray up and running to Relic 8. And finally, the units we will want to unlock to help along the way. We will want to work on Profundity because, mentioned before, you'll be able then to complete 2 fleet missions, one on Baraka, one on Kashyyyk that you currently can't do. We obviously have then the bow and her requirements at Relic 7 for the Tatooine special mission, and then Afra, her unlock will basically allow you to get 3 extra missions done. So in Sector 1 Afra's mission, in Sector 2 Honda's mission, and then in Sector 3 another Afra mission. And then as mentioned before, let's get the Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano as well farmed up at some point as your next Galactic Legend project whenever you're up for it, because you know she'll be a lot of fun. She can auto basically anything here in territory battles. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful. Just what I think are kind of the 4 S4. Let me give you all my 4 fingers. The 4 essential territory battle Omicrons, obviously, if you do want to boost your teams and their viability. And then I'll add Marok in there as an absolute fun one to have. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.